If you're looking for a great custom keyboard with all the bells and whistles, but don't know jack about building one, look no further. The Luminkey80 is an in-stock all-aluminum keyboard that has tri-mode connectivity and will be available as a pre-built, meaning that it will come with keycaps, switches, stabilizers, all installed and ready to go right out of the carrying case.
Whoa, this is built already.
And you may notice that I have a real sexy voice today, and that's because I'm sick. Get over it. The keyboard has a premium feel and design. Just take a look at the side case. Ooh la la. We'll be looking at the pre-built version because I think this is where it really shines, but it will be available in bare bones for the more experienced builder. Coming right out of the case, this is ready to go. Switches and keycaps installed with lubed stabilizers that were pretty good. I only needed to tune the shift as the screws were a little loose here, but the lubing was great. Nice and smooth, no ticking, probably the best pre-lube stabs I've seen in a kit. And that's not all. You'll also receive tools, extra keycaps to switch colors around if you want, an obligatory stepped cap, and an aluminum artisan. What? I only ever see this with higher end keyboards that range in the $300 to $500 range, and definitely not with affordable kits like this one. The build quality of this keyboard is top notch. Thanks to its CNC aluminum body, it not only looks sleek and stylish, but also feels incredibly sturdy and durable. The copper weight and badge add a touch of luxury and sophistication to the overall design. The included PBT double shot keycaps are nice and thick and legends that are better than most available cheap keycaps out there. I would hold this in a higher tier than clones, obviously. Plus the color options of white on black or 9009 allow you to choose a style that suits your setup perfectly. For those that don't know, the Luminkey80 also comes with a feature I feel like needs to be on every keyboard now, which is tri-mode connectivity. If you don't know what that is, it just means you'll be able to use the keyboard in wired, Bluetooth, or connect wirelessly through the included 2.4 GHz dongle. Latency is crucial in any keyboard, and this one doesn't disappoint. The keyboard offers multiple polling rates to match your preference, with 1000 Hz polling rate for both wired and 2.4 GHz connections. Even with the Bluetooth wireless polling rate at 125 Hz is more than sufficient for most tasks. You may not want to game on Bluetooth mode, well, unless you mainly play gachas, I guess. The pre-built version will come with super smooth long pull switches that's more on the clacky side, and manufactured by Gateron, so you know they are going to be high quality. I didn't feel the need to lube these at all, and they were perfectly fine right out of the box. But enough of the boring stuff. Let's get into the sound and feel tests. Now, if you've been a part of the custom scene for a while now, you're more than likely going to run the no foam kit, mainly because there's a weird stigma against all foams and things like that, but to each their own, whatever. This board is magnificent without foam. Only downside is backspace is a little muted, but everything else in this keyboard is really loud. If you like a really loud keyboard, this is probably going to be the one for you. As for feel, no foam is my favorite, as it is the softest, but not super soft compared to other keyboards. I feel like this is the perfect balance of firmness and softness when typing on a keyboard. There's almost no difference when you only add the case foam. It's a pretty thin sheet of foam, so it doesn't change too much of the feel either. So I guess there's not much else to say. Just the plate foam brings the spacebar alive, like by a lot. It does stiffen up the board a little bit more, so if you're not really into that, then I wouldn't use the case foam. Adding them both in is where you really start to hear a little bit of a difference. The keyboard actually comes up a bit in volume and definitely feels a lot more stiffer. If you really want your keyboard to annoy some folks, then you can definitely add the case and plate foam. I skipped just a PE foam build because, I mean, we all pretty much know what that's going to sound like, so instead we'll just move straight into the all foam, which sounds really good if you're into that really marbly deep sound signature. But of course this is the stiffest configuration. It actually makes the board really stiff. So if you really care about sound more, then go ahead and go for it. But this wouldn't be the configuration I'll be going with. The Luminkey80's case will be available in 3 colors: Anno Black, Silver, and E-Retro White, which looks like an off-white to me. The bare bones will be available for $215, and for an extra $60, you can purchase the pre-built, which will include switches and keycaps, which I think provide way more value than the bare bones at $215. A good set of keycaps in this tier will run you about $80 on its own, not to mention a good batch of long pole Gateron switches would at least add about another $80. In summary, this keyboard is an absolute gem. Its impressive features, exceptional build quality, and thoughtful design make it a must-have for those looking to get their first custom keyboard, or even those experienced users looking for a TKL to add into their collection. And the best part, you can get one right now. This keyboard is in stock. You can place an order and Luminkey will ship it. Well, within 3 business days, according to their website.
Like and subscribe.
Now you